I thought I'd show just the discs that I have in this disc bank, you know, that came with the Apple IIe lot. And then I'll show at the end of this video the Apple games that I got in their original boxes, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'll show the original Apple discs that I got in first. So this here is Diskware, DOS Toolkit, Programming Utilities. Okay, so that's what that is. And next we have Apple Plot, General Plotting Program. Copyright Apple 1980. So that's how old these discs are. Okay, and here we have Elementary, My Dear Apple, Education Series. And next we have the actual DOS 3.3 sample programs for 2, 2 Plus, and 2E. Okay. AppleSoft Sampler for 2, 2 Plus, and 2E, DOS 3.3 based. Some more diskware, Apple diskware. AppleWorks Interactive Demonstration to remain at 2E station. Alrighty then. I better get this back. And this is the Apple II, Apple Access 2 program disk. And this here is Apple Access 2 training disk. And this one here is the Apple II. Okay, Apple presents Apple Works. It says side 1. So is this a two-sided disc? Apparently it is a two-sided disc. Okay, and this here is the Apple II AppleWorks startup disk. Now, I've never used an Apple computer before, so this is all new to me. So if any of you know what AppleWorks is and all this stuff is, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to be reading my manuals that came with the computers because I want to learn how to use them and do some stuff with them on my YouTube channel. But for now, I'd appreciate it if you know what these different discs are. Just leave a note in the comments to let me know what they are. Okay, and this is the AppleWorks sample files. Data disk side 1, so apparently this is a two-sided disk as well. So there's the other side. Alrighty. Next we have Microsoft Typing Tutor 2, and I just love this old Microsoft logo, this original Microsoft logo right there. Haven't seen that in years. Okay, it's for the Apple II. Okay, system requirements. AppleSoft Basic, 48K memory, 16 sector DOS, and 1 disk drive. Okay, that's for Microsoft Typing Tutor 2. Alright. And next we have this Zoom Graphics. I don't know what that's all about, but there it is. I'm going to take a quick sip of my coffee. I like having coffee when I'm out here in the shop at night. Ah, that's good. It's good stuff. As Chevy Chase said in that Christmas movie, ah, that's good. That's good. Ah, that's good. That's good. Alrighty, let's continue. Next we have this program here. What is it? Checker Document Pinpoint. I don't know what that's all about. But it says Apple IIc, Enhanced Apple IIe with 128K memory, and the Apple IIgs. So apparently, I got a program for the Apple IIgs computer on a 5 1/4 inch disc. Imagine that. Because they normally come on 3 1/2 inch discs. Okay. And this right here is the Hayes Terminal program, an original Hayes Terminal program. Okay. It came with a Smart Modem 300 and a Smart Modem 1200. 300 baud and 1200 baud modems. Now Hayes, back in the day, they made the best modems. They really did. Well, at least for consumer market, And these were usually the only modems that I personally used. I just loved the Hayes modems, the old Hayes modems. Yeah. Okay, and then we have this disc here. I don't know what this is. Alpha Plot by, 1982, Beagle Brothers, Micro Software. And it's got this here. Yeah, it's got this. I'll just put the disc like that, put that down there like that. You can see it. Yeah, it's got that. It's there anything on the other side? So apparently, I think it's just something you put over like the top of your keyboard is what it looks like. You put that on top of your keyboard. Yeah. Okay, alpha plot. I thought I'd show that to you guys. You know, I think I'll put it... Actually, no, you can't read the label if I do it that way. Alright, so there's alpha plot. And then I'm just showing you all the discs that I got in this lot. I don't know what some of these are, but I thought I'd show them anyway because maybe some of you guys do know what these are and you'd love to see them again after all these years. So, yeah. And then Plot Pro, graph printing program. Okay, 1980, looks like 1983. So yeah, these are all early Apple programs, you know, so I thought it'd be interesting to show these. And then we have both of the PFS file disks, and this is for the Apple IIe only. Apparently it needs the extra memory that the Apple IIe computer has, and probably some other stuff that the Apple IIe computer has that the Apple II Plus does not have. So yeah, because it says right here Apple IIe. All right. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll show some of the games that I got in. This right here is Microsoft Adventure for the Apple II. System requirements, 32K of memory, and 1 disk drive. Now, I don't know if this is the original adventure game by Scott Adams. I'd be curious to find out what that is exactly. But that's Microsoft Adventure for the Apple II. And then we have this A2FS1 Flight Simulator by Sublogic. And we have Spider Raid, okay, by Insoft. And then we have this Apple Puget Sound Program Library Exchange from Kent, Washington. Okay. So I don't know if these are like, you know, I don't know if these are like shareware programs or what the heck these are. But there it is anyway. I'd show it to you. All right. And next we have, for the Apple II and the Franklin computer, Star Blaster. That's a fancy name. All right. Star Blaster from Softsmith. Hey, that's a catchy name. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put these babies back in this disk bank so they don't get messed up. Because I don't want any of these getting messed up. Okay, so there's the software there. All right. Okay, so next we have Beyond Castle Wolfenstein by Muse Software. And I also have the original manual that came with that game. So that is the, let me zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, this is the original manual that came with that disc. Okay, and I think I'm going to take another sip of my coffee. It's getting cold. Of course, I can always go in there and reheat it up in the microwave oven, but, you know. Alright, so that's that. Beyond Castle Wolfenstein. The original manual and disc. I had the box too, but the box was in really bad shape. I mean, I couldn't even iron out the cardboard, so I just decided to throw it in the garbage. Yeah, I know some people are not going to like that, but oh well. Okay, next we have one of my favorite games of all time, and I've always wanted to play the original Apple version of this game, and now I have it. And that is, drum roll please, and that is Ultima 2. Let me zoom back in. We want to take a real nice close look at this disc. Oh my. Isn't she lovely? That is the original Apple version of Ultima 2. That's right. And look at this classic Sierra Online Incorporated logo. I mean, I just love that classic Sierra Online logo. It's just so cool. So cool. But yeah, that's the first disc. Okay. And this is the second disc. I think you're supposed to make a copy of this disc, because this is the character disc. So you're supposed to make a copy of it. Yeah, I will definitely be playing this game on my Apple IIe computer. And I will be showing the complete playthrough of this game on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for those videos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And I also have the original manual. I just love the manuals and stuff that came with these Ultima games. I mean, they're just so nostalgic, just so cool. Okay. So cool. And then I have the player reference card right there. Okay, player reference card. Actually, that's a player's guide. This is the player reference card right there. And I also have that right there. In fact, I'll zoom in on that a little bit more so you can see it better. But yeah, I just think this is so damn cool. It really is. And I'll take another sip of my coffee while you guys are looking at that. All right. So let me put this back in its bag. I had it inside of a Ziploc bag to keep it real nice, because I do not want anything happening to this game. Yeah. And eventually I'm going to put it in a box like I get these like white cardboard boxes that PC cards come in, you know, like sound cards and video cards and things like that. And those boxes are perfect for putting game discs and manuals in that you don't have the original boxes for. You know, they're perfect for that. I can put labels on the sides and on the front. So, yeah. Now, I did get the box, the original Ultima 2 box, but the box was in such bad shape that I couldn't even iron it out. It was in really bad shape. But I did manage to save the front and back of the box. I cut them out and I kept those. And I will show them right now in front of the camera. But that's the original. Let me zoom out a little bit, because you got to see that. You've got to see the original. You know, this is really cool. And what I'm planning on doing, because I've always loved the Ultima 2 box. I mean, I just think that artwork is just so cool. So I'm going to have these custom framed. And I'll hang the front and back of the box in my computer room. Probably where I'm going to be keeping my Apple computer, my Apple IIe. Because I just think these are just so cool. They're really cool. I think that both the front and back will fit on the screen at the same time. So let me position them there really nice, and I'll zoom in a little bit more. Okay. And just, you know, you might even want to like do a screen grab of this so that you can use it like as your desktop, your Windows desktop like background or something, you know. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, there's the front and back of the Ultima 2 box. And like I said before, I just love this classic Sierra logo. I think that's so nostalgic. Now, I wish that it included the full color cloth map. You know, I do have one, but it's for, I think it's for the IBM or Commodore 64 version of the game. It's a 17-inch by 22-inch full color cloth map. That was the only thing that wasn't in the box. But it's hard to find these games in any condition, much less this condition. It's pretty nice condition considering how old this game is, and the fact that this is one of the original Apple games. I mean, it's one of the original. Yeah, because look, it says Apple 2 and 2 Plus, 2C, 2E, 48K disc. So yeah, it's always nice to see these original Apple games. All right. Yeah, I just thought I'd show these. I'll put them back in their bag because I don't want anything happening to these. I got them in a sandwich bag. Well, not a sandwich bag, a Ziploc storage bag to keep them nice because I don't want them getting messed up. And then sometime next year, after things get back to normal and I'll have to wear a mask everywhere, you know, I'll take these into a frame shop and I'll have them matted and custom framed. And I think they'll look really nice in my computer room, near my hanging up near my Apple computer. So yeah. Anyway, there's that. Okay. So I have more discs to show, but I want to show these cassette tapes first. Let me see something. Yeah. Okay, I got this this game on cassette. Let me zoom in. And I collect games on cassettes. That's one of the things I do collect. And eventually I'll give them to a museum, someone who will really appreciate these old games on cassette. But this one here is Gammon Gambler for the Apple II. Requires Apple Soft and RAM, 32K RAM. Okay. And then on the other side of this tape, all right, okay, we have Gammon Gambler again, but apparently it's for the Apple II Plus. Apple Soft ROM and 16K of memory. So this is a 16K version of the game for the normal Apple II Plus computer. And then the one on the other side was for 32K computers. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then this here, let me see. It's only a one-sided cassette tape. But this here is Checker King. Okay? Apple II and II Plus with 16K of memory. So these are very early cassette games for the Apple computers. And I thought I'd show them, you know, because these are actually not common here in the United States, believe it or not. These are much more common over in Europe, especially with the Commodore 64 and the Amiga. You know, because we're spoiled here in the United States. We've always had disk drives, you know, so we rarely ever use cassette tapes, you know. All right, I do have some discs to show. I think these are all originals. Yeah, I do have some discs to show. Let me take another sip of my coffee. We've got this disc here. I'll have to zoom out a little bit. Okay. It's the DOS 3.3 System Master Disk for II Plus, and IIe. So apparently this is the main system disk that is needed. Like when you first turn on the Apple computer and it's trying to boot up, it's looking for this disk. I know that this is the main system disk for DOS 3.3 System Master. So I'll be making backup copies of this disk, and I'll print out some nice labels for those backup copies, and I'll put this original away. Okay, and this here is the ProDOS Users Disk. ProDOS based utilities. Okay, it's always nice to see these original Apple discs. At least for me it is. You know, it's always nice to see these. Okay, and then we have Apple Pascal. I think Pascal is a programming language. And this is Apple Zero, or Disk Zero, Apple Pascal. And this is Disk 1. And that's Disk 2. And this is Disk 3. Okay. So let me put those back in order. I just love those colorful Apple discs. I think they're so cool. Next we have some software from Applied Engineering. I just love those light purple discs. I think they're so beautiful. That's one of my favorite colors, actually. But apparently this is AW2 Expander version 2.5.2, 1986, from Applied Engineering. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, so if any of you know what this is, let me know in the comments. And another disk from Applied Engineering, Super Desktop Expander. Okay, version 5.3.1. Works with AppleWorks 1.0 through 1.3. The front side is ProDOS, ProDrive with lockout, and the back is DOS 3.3 RAM drive with lockout. Whatever that means. I don't know. I just think the discs are beautiful. And this here, from 1984, Applied Engineering, is Super AppleWorks Desktop Expander. Okay. Instructions on disk. Okay. Insert and turn on computer. Alright, and this is version 4.2. So, there's that. I don't know what that's all about, but if you know, let me know in the comments. Alright. And apparently, there was a magazine for the Apple computers called A+ Magazine. Yeah, the #1 Apple II magazine. And like Compute Gazette, apparently you could get the discs for the programs that were in these magazines. Okay, Program and Utilities Disc, Volume 1. And I think I have some more of these somewhere laying around in my Apple software stash, so I gotta look for those. And because I want to show stuff like this on my YouTube channel, on my actual Apple computer hardware. So I think stuff like this would be very interesting to view on the green screen, or even color monitors for that matter. You know, I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, and we have Bag of Tricks right there. It's quality software, don't you know? Okay, it's for the Apple II with 48K of memory, 1982. Bag of Tricks. Now, I don't know what that is, so again, if you know, leave a comment. All right. Now, before I show you the Apple games that I got in this pickup in their original boxes, and they're in really nice shape too, I want to first show you, because remember I said that this computer was used by a programmer and beta tester that worked for Central Point Software. So in this Apple IIe lot, I got a lot of that paperwork. I got the original beta discs. I got a lot of the manuals and stuff. All 3 versions of the Copy 2 Plus software. So yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to show all of that, you know. So here is, I don't know which one of these versions came out first, but I'm just going to show all 3 of them. Okay, that's Copy 2 Plus. And it has handwritten on here, version 8.4, 422 of 89. Okay, so that's what that is. All right. Okay. And next we have this one. Let me see. I've got a. Okay, I'm gonna read that. I think it says version 8.2.21 of 1988. So even though it says 1982 to 87 on the copyright, this one came out, he wrote on her 1988. So this, I think the writing was from the programmer that did this and the beta tester. Anyway, that's Copy 2 Plus. Disk Utility System. Okay, there's that disk. And next we have, I think this is the original version. I think this is the older version of Copy 2 Plus. I think this is the oldest version. Okay, Central Point Software Incorporated, 1982, Copy 2 Plus. Okay. Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to show these discs. So, yeah. All right. I also have the original beta copies. Yeah, I've got the original beta copies of that too. Beta releases. They're actually stamped beta release right on the discs. So there's those. Let me get it up where you can see it. But there's those two discs. Okay. Version 8.31. And as you can see, it's stamped in red, beta release. Copy 2 Plus. Now, since these are for the Apple II Plus and the Apple IIe computer, why are they on 3.5-inch discs? You know, that's what I'm wondering. Unless on the Apple IIe you can hook up a 3.5-inch disk drive to the Apple IIe. In fact, I think you can actually, and also the 2C. You can use a 3.5-inch drive. And I know, well, my Apple IIc Plus comes with a 3.5-inch disk drive built in. And my Apple IIgs computer, of course, reads 3.5-inch discs. So I thought it was interesting that a program that's mainly for the Apple II computers, which uses 5.25-inch discs, that they were on 3.5-inch disc. I thought that was interesting. All right. Okay, next we have another version of the Copy 2 Plus software, again on 3.5-inch discs. Right here. I think this might be an older version. I'm not sure. It might be an older version of that software. But again, it's stamped in red, beta release. Copy 2 Plus Disk Utility System. Alright, I got two more 3.5-inch discs here. I'll show these since I'm in the middle of showing this, you know. And then I'll show the manuals and all the paperwork that I got in for the Copy 2 Plus software. But here is the Apple Works. Now that's weird that these are on 3.5-inch discs. Okay, for the Apple II, Apple Works Startup Program and Sample Files. Double-sided disc. Apple presents Apple Works, you know, Apple II. So apparently these discs here are the discs for the Apple IIc Plus computer. That's what I'm thinking. Because it has a built-in 3.5-inch disk drive. Okay, and I think these also are used with the Apple IIgs when it's running in Apple II mode, Apple IIe mode. So, yeah. Okay, so I just thought I'd show these. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. All this original Apple software, you know. Okay, so there's that. Alrighty. I'll put that. Well, shit. Yeah. Actually, let me go ahead and put these discs. I don't want anything happening with those. I don't want nothing happening to those discs. So I'll put them in this disc bank. I don't want anything happening with those discs. So I'll put them in here. Yeah. I don't want anything happening to those. Those would be kind of hard to replace. Yeah, they'd be kind of hard to replace those. Those discs. So, and then I have this like that. Okay, like that. Alright, so next I'm going to show the manuals and stuff that came with this. Let me see here. Okay. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright, there's that manual. We got a bunch of paperwork. Oh my god. I think I'll start this time. Well, no, I'll start the way I did before. Like that. Okay, so there's that manual. Okay, there's that manual for copy 2 plus. Both 5 1/4 and 3 1/2 inch diskettes inside. Okay, so there's that. Let me take another sip of my coffee. All right. I just love this one, the purple one with the gold. You know, that's so cool. All right. Apparently, according to this, over 100,000 of these were sold so far. Okay. Copy 2 plus. Protect your software investment. Indeed, I will. Okay, winner. A+ Reader's Choice Awards. Okay. Central Point Software Incorporated, publisher of these best selling disk copy programs. Copy 2 Plus for the Apple II series. Copy 2 for the Macintosh computer. Copy 2 64-128 for the Commodore 64 and 128 computers. Copy 2 PC for the IBM PC and compatibles. And Copy 2 ST for the Atari 520 and 1040 ST computers. I thought that was very interesting. Right. And then I think this is the oldest manual right here. This one right here. I think that's the oldest manual. Copy 2 plus. An Apple Disk Utility System. All right. Okay. Now, for some of the paperwork. Apparently, with a lot of this Apple, with the Copy 2 Plus programs, they also included like these backup lists, you know. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, they usually include it like these backup lists telling you what software, I mean, what that version of the software would copy and how to copy it, like what parameters to use to copy each one of those programs, mainly for the games, you know. Yeah. See, and here's the backup book. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, the backup book. Okay, Copy 2 Plus Disk Backup Instructions. Okay, and that was 6/15 of 1984. Okay, and here's another backup book, Copy 2 Plus Disk Backup Instructions. 12/15 of 84. 12/15 of 84. Okay. And this is some printout. I think on the disc was some of this stuff. Copy to plus parameters explained. This is a printout. It's a bunch of sheets here that were printed out. Okay. And here's the Copy to plus version 8 manual addendum. Differences from earlier versions. Okay. And then, let's see, we got, yeah, there's that right there. Copy to plus version 8 manual addendum. Right there. Differences from Copy to plus version 7. Okay. And then we got more printouts. I think this is more printouts. Yeah. They got printed out, you know, more printouts. There's pages and pages of printouts on parameters. I had to copy this, you know, the different games and software and stuff. So, yeah. And, okay. This is some of the paperwork that the programmer got, because he was also a beta tester. This is some of the paperwork he got. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says Copy to plus version 8 beta 1 tests continued. Okay. Now I also got emails and stuff and paperwork. I'll hide the guy's name because, yeah, I don't think he wants his name shown. Of course, the guy's dead now, so I don't think it really matters, but he's dead now, so I don't think it matters. But yeah, that's one of the letters that he got. Dear Sir or Madam. Okay, and it's from, okay, best regards, Karen Woodrum. Okay. So, yeah, this is directly from Central Point Software Incorporated. Nice red, reflective red print there. That's pretty cool. And let's see. What else we got? I think it's more correspondence. Yeah, more correspondence. And this is, yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay, in close, please find, what, let me see. I'll put this where you can better see it. All right. In close, please find a complete Copy to plus version 7.3. We're sending you this as a thanks for helping with the test process. Your reports were a great help to us. Thanks again for all your work. Best regards, Karen Woodrum. Okay. And apparently, wait a moment, Central Point Software, yeah, right here in Portland, Oregon. Right there. 9700 Southwest Capitol Highway number 100. I wonder if that place is still there. Portland, Oregon 97219. It's got a 503 area code, telephone number. Yeah, this is from March 20th, 1987. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't think the guy minds me showing this now because he's dead, so I don't think he cares. You know, I don't think he cares. More correspondence. I don't want to bore you guys by showing you all this correspondence stuff, but oh my God. And then I also have a lot of his notes from when he programmed a lot of the software. I actually got his programming notes, and I think it's true what they say. Most programmers go insane because, man, you'd have to be insane to actually understand all this stuff. You know, I'm just an electronics technician and electronics assembler. I'm not really into programming, but oh my God, all this stuff here. Okay, and there's this one, another letter from Central Point Software. To all Copy 2 Plus beta testers. Okay. Enclosed, please find a more updated version of Copy 2 Plus. We have made a few minor changes to the program, which include: will now boot on a Franklin. Corrects and alphabetize and rename problem. Parameter changes for Sensible Speller ProDOS, Robot Odyssey 1, and Summer Games 2. I hope you enjoy this version 6.1. Thank you for being such a great group of beta testers. Best regards, Karen Woodrum. Alright. That's just the cover sheet, because there's a letter underneath. I don't want to show all that. Yeah, but I think it's interesting having all this stuff here. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, how many of you have seen original correspondence from a company to a beta tester or a programmer? You know, I think it's pretty cool. And there's a lot more of these letters, so I don't want to show all of them. The video is getting too long as it is, you know. But, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I mean, just look at all this. I mean, geez. All this stuff. You know, all this, you know, another one, Central Point Software. You know, just look at all this. That's big, thick bunch of sheets there. And then we have, let's see what else we got. Yeah, but I just thought I'd show all this. You know, to beta testers of Copy 2 Plus. Yeah, right. There's an addendum for that. Copy 2 Plus special tips, notice for Apple IIe GS users. Copy 2 Plus special tips, notice for Apple II GS users. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought I'd show all this interesting paperwork. This is the kind of stuff that most, well, I've never seen any of this kind of stuff shown on anybody's YouTube channel, so I thought I would show it, you know, on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, and finally, I'm going to go get the games that I got in. I got 3 games in their original boxes, but these games are highly desirable. And I think they're complete, and they're in really nice shape. So I'm going to get those, and I'm going to show them to you. I'll be back shortly.